If they won't pay your price, they're not your people. I have worked in corporate spaces. I've also worked as a contractor for 16 years. And here's what I've learned about who your people are. The people that truly support the value that your service brings are your people. The ones who don't question the price. They literally understand that there is something that they need that you can provide. Be it your referral through word of mouth, them seeing you actually talk something through or walk them through something, they have this feeling that they get or this understanding that they gain by being connected to you in some way, being, with the conversation or with a display. As a licensed massage therapist, I am a part of massage groups, a lot of different massage groups. I'm also a part of many other independent contractor groups because I like connecting. I'm a connector. And what I see are independent contractors constantly on a continual basis getting trainings, not just for continuing education, but to better be able to serve their clients. So basically, what happens is these independent contractors, if they have something that is certified or they're licensed in, they have to go get continuing education. It's required by most states. So, in trying to do that, they try to make sure that they meet the requirements, and they also want to make sure that they have something where they can bring more value to their client. So, they're spending thousands of dollars for these certifications, literally thousands of dollars. So, which is not a bad thing because you at least get what you pay for. You gain understanding, you gain experience, you know how to implement it, you do the work. If you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get something done or understanding or learning something, you might as well get your money's worth for it. And literally knowing that everything that they're teaching you will be applicable to many different circumstances and situations. So I was looking at a post that someone had put on Facebook. And the young lady was basically asking, I'm about to take my CEUs. What should I take? And then there's a conversation that happens. So, what I love about massage therapists is you have two levels of massage therapy. You have the massage therapists that enjoy doing massage, but they're not in love with it. They ain't going out on a limb for you. Okay. You're going to get this work, but you're going to get this work based on this is exactly what I do. Then you have these massage therapists, by any means necessary, are going to bring to you an experience that you've never had before. Even if you cannot comprehend the value of the experience, the flawlessness of how they bring it to you is going to be perfect. You're not going to experience anything like that again. And sometimes people don't know how the value of an experience until they have a bad one or until they have a less valuable one. So basically, the young lady was saying, I want to take some CEUs because I want to bring more value to my clients. And one of the therapists has suggested this heating pad for her table. And she said, this heating pad, they had a situation where she had bought a heating pad that cost about $50. But the young lady suggested a heating pad that was $249. Now, I will drop $249 on a heating pad because that's the difference between your heating pad combusting after a certain amount of time, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and having issues with burning your client, or having one that that you have insurance on, it's going to work. And especially when you have one that is hydrolyzed. So making the investments in your business, in your supplies, is important. That's why massage tables, a good massage table is gonna cost you $300 to $400, maybe thousands of dollars, depending on the type of table that you get. But baseline, like a really good massage table, we're gonna say $300 to $600. But that's for the people who want massage at home. Now, let's remember, let's go back. For every massage situation, for every independent contractor situation, you have the customer that likes the idea of what you do, but isn't willing to pay for it. They like the idea. They, even if they don't comprehend it, but they're they won't. But they're not willing to pay for too much of the experience. Okay. But then you have the client who understands the value that it will bring to their life, how they'll be able to function better, be more mobile. As far as electricians, paying for somebody who knows their work and guarantees it means that if you have any issues, they'll come back and fix it. That you have to understand the difference between someone who's a fan of your work and someone who values your work. Because until you get that, you will continue to take on people that want your value for the cheapest ongoing price that they can possibly get it. And that's not always a bad thing for them wanting that, because they live within a idea that cheaper is better. When in actuality, cheaper is cheaper. And most of the time when you buy cheaper, you're going to have to buy it more often because cheaper is cheaper. And so it may fall apart. It may not last long. And so within massage therapy, when you come in and you say, I have this issue and you want me to fix your problem in one session, that's because you don't understand how the body works. If you understood how the body worked. Sorry, I got a call. If you understood how the body worked, you would not expect to feel better in one session. You can't go to physical therapy and feel better in one session. And massage is therapy. It's therapy for the body on a different level. You can't go to the chiropractor and not have to never go back again unless there's something about your habits that you've changed or you've decided to just live with the pain. My first 3 to 4 years working as a massage therapist, I worked in a chiropractor's office, and I understand how they schedule people. And many people will say going to a chiropractor is expensive. The only people who complain about that are the people who want it to be fixed right now. We are living in a time when people are more highly trained than ever before, but expected to give their services away by some people. That's like, I'll tell you how contractors get paid. Contractors get paid per hour. So basically per hour, per service, depending on how they set it up. Imagine going to work and only being paid for the hours that you produce something. So they can take a task, they can calculate it as far as, like, let's say data entry. So all the data you entered in, they would see how much data that is, how many strokes per minute that would take. Like if you type 100 words per minute, 35 words per minute, whatever that is, and how long that should take you, and then only pay you for the time that they believe that it should have taken you instead of 8 hours. And depending on the workload, you wouldn't get paid every day, which means that you would not be available to do that job as often because you don't have, you need to supplement that income. So you'll need to be doing something else. The way that this existence is set up is all support based. You need somebody to need your service for you to show up at work and get 8 hours.